Compubox Statistics. Love them or hate them. They're no way to judge a fight, or in fact, no sane person in their right mind would actually judge a fight off Compubox Statistics. However, they can be useful to us as coaches because, for example, Compubox Statistics teach us that if you land less than 30% of your punches on your opponent, you have a 90% chance, approximately, of losing the fight. If you land more than 30% of your punches, you have a 90% chance of winning that fight. Now, that tells us a hell of a lot, that the 30% is roughly the breakpoint. Now, there are exceptions. A very good exception to this is Hagler versus Leonard. But that was a boxing match where two guys came to fight, both landing over 50% of their punches. But these are exceptions rather than the general rule. Let's take a modern day example. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Now, Mayweather Jr.'s connect record in his last 9 fights is 46%. That's very high, compared even to Andre Ward, whose connect rate is 34%. Nonito Donaire at 29%. So Mayweather's a bit higher than there, but where he really does very well is that his opponent's punches, only 16% of them are landing. Now that's a very defensive-minded boxer who, let's face it, doesn't have the same punch output as when he was at lightweight or at super feather. But when his accuracy nonetheless is excellent. Now let's consider a couple of things about accuracy. So if all you're doing is training on the heavy bag, well, that's not going to cut it. If you're just getting on the heavy bag and leathering away at the thing, that's not going to be good enough. You're going to need to get some stickers or paint some dots on here, so you're aiming with some accuracy at some targets. Also, practice your defensive work, your parries, your slip, your roll. Practice these, the pivots, when you're using this. Don't just batter away at it, because, quite frankly, your opponent will not be this static. You need to vary the equipment you're using. A top and bottom ball, a double end bag, that's fantastic because it behaves more like a human. In addition, supplement this with pads. If you're using pads, then your trainer can throw punches back at you, which you can defend. There is no substitute for sparring, whether that is open sparring or technique sparring. There are a few things that are ever going to prepare you as well for a fight as that, but it needs to be well controlled by a good coach. So practicing accuracy drills is likely to increase your likelihood of winning a fight. Purely working on punch volume and output has a place, but it is not the be-all and end-all of it. So if Compubox Stats can tell us one thing, it's that purely volume punching and hammering away at a heavy bag is not going to be the best preparation for you going into a fight.